Our feet don't get the attention they deserve until you have to foot the bill for not taking care of them. It all goes down on the TLC show. My feet are killing me. Take a look.
I have a patient coming in today. His name's Basil, and he's describing it like he has extreme calluses on the bottom of his feet.
All right, Basil, I'm going to take off your sock here.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm removing Basil's sock, and it's literally like Velcro being ripped from the bottom of his foot. I've never seen anything like this.
Hello. How are you?
Good, thank you. How
Are
are
you
you
Samantha?
doing? Yes.
Let's see how I can help you, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty, let's take these off.
Socks
Oh
stick
yeah,
to my
your
feet.
socks kind of stick to it. I'm pretty shocked. Samantha's feet really do look like huge voids of cracks. Overall, she's lacking a lot of moisture. And I don't know how she's walking on these feet.
And joining us now are the show's podiatrists, Dr. Brad Schaeffer and Dr. Ebony Vincent. Welcome, doctors, to the show.
Hi.
What's up, guys? Thank you so much.
Our feet need some attention.
Yes.
All right,
they
so
do.
Dr. Schaeffer, so many people are complaining of foot pain now that we are, well, sort of out of lockdown. What's going on with this?
Look, everyone's living a sedentary life when they're in lockdown. You know, we're walking around, we're waking up, we're putting on the slippers, you know, really just walking around our carpeted floors. So a lot of the times we don't have the support that we need, right? So you're just kind of living that sedentary life. You're not stretching. Maybe some of us aren't working out as much as we're supposed to. Then when you pop out of this life, you go right into your work life. We're walking around, you know, going down the streets, going on trains and different things. That takes a toll. Our feet start to bark at us because they're not supported properly and haven't been for months or at least a little over a year now. So it's a thing. We need to make sure that we stretch, we support our feet, we wear appropriate shoes and insoles. I mean, look, some dress shoes, it's basically just like a wooden sole. And when you walk on those things, they hurt. You know, so what I always tell people is if you get a nice, comfortable insole that supports your feet and is customized to you, that can help with that daily walk. So I definitely think you should trust and get some insoles.
Dr. Vincent, let's talk about these high heels, okay? Because I have been walking around my house all year with flip-flops and things like that, and now we're starting to get back out into the world and wearing heels for the first time in a long time. But you know what? We're feeling it. So what's going on? What's happening?
Well, essentially, you know, before the pandemic, people were used to doing their regular routine, whether it be wearing shoes 8 hours a day, whether you were even wearing your high heels 8 hours a day. Some women especially are like, I can't wear anything but high heels. And for me, I feel as though that you can condition your body into its natural state. Then we were all thrown off. You were wearing slippers or possibly no shoes, and the pressure points changed. We have the nerves release or regenerate, or they somehow heal themselves to the point where, you know, you start to have different pains in different spaces based off of your different pressure points. And now you try to go back to what was your normal, and you can't. Right. You're like, what worked for me before doesn't work for me now because, you know, this is what you've been in most of the time. It's like a nice little shoe, maybe.
Right.
And now you're going towards this, which is like, first of all, your feet aren't shaped like this. And you're putting more pressure on the ball of your foot. So the pressure points definitely change. You have to be cognizant that, you know, you haven't been doing what your normal routine has been for over a year now, and it's going to take a gradual process to get back to normal.
What do we do to get back to our old selves and kind of to deal with the heel pain now that we probably have to wear heels more often?
Well, you know, I think with anything, you have to give yourself some grace, and then you have to also, you know, titrate up with what your new normal is going to be. You can't wear your high heels 8 hours a day. Definitely keep a pair of flats on hand, on deck, because you know when your feet are starting to hurt, you're not going to want to muscle through that, and you can't. at this point. So definitely try to modify what your normal is, and maybe it will be a little bit more healthy for you in the long run anyways.
And finally, you know, Dr. Vincent as well, can you speak a little bit more? You talked about going gradually. You talked about having a pair of comfortable shoes. Are there any other remedies that you can suggest to help our feet feel better? What other tricks do you have up your sleeve?
I'm a fan of Epsom salt soaks in warm water. First of all, it's very soothing, and then the Epsom salt really decreases any type of inflammation that you might have. So that's really great. Ice is the best natural anti-inflammatory we could do. If your feet are killing you, you should ice them probably. It will decrease any of the inflammation as well, and also give you some numbness a little bit to take the pain away. So ice baths, Epsom salt, and warm water, take your pick. You can do those really easily, and they're very soothing.
And Dr. Schaeffer, we've got to stretch, right?
That's it.
So important. Please tell us about stretching.
It's so important, especially coming out of quarantine. No one was stretching. Everyone was coming out of quarantine then with injuries. Once they're starting to get back to work, are starting to work out and live that active lifestyle again. So I always tell people, go up against the wall, do that classic calf stretch. You know, it's a runner stretch too. Go up a step and just put your heels off of the step, and then you'll get a natural flex with your Achilles too. That's the stretch right there. She's doing it great, flawless.
Pretty simple advice,
Yeah.
so important.
That's great.
Well, thank you to docs. You are on it. Thanks for the great information. Hope to see you soon.
Thank
Thanks,
you guys
Doc.
so much.
Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.